Hello, welcome to a new video from Ask Dr. Frank Tough 180 Online Coaching today. How are you? How is the weekend? Was the weekend starting? I hope you have a great time and a great weekend. And yeah, here in Berlin it's nearly 30 degrees warm and it's a wonderful weekend. So a good time to think about one of the most important questions, because yesterday during a barbecue I had a conversation with somebody who talked with me about his toxic relationship. And toxic relationship means this man told me that he's in a relationship but he's feeling very bad, and he has the impression that his partner, is a little bit reacting sometimes a little bit strange, very emotional, very unpredictable, very aggressive, and this partner is swiping from one side to the other side from 1 second to the other. So what I want to tell you is, as a psychologist, we know about borderline schizophrenia and some behavior disorders. But the point is, I don't want to talk with you about clinical psychotherapist points. I want to talk to you about one question, what I call the seventh question. The seventh question is a question what I have after my 26 years of experience nearly all the time, and it's a question about what comes up in every communication and coaching and clinical psychology conversations, and it's the question about relationship, partnership, emotional feelings to another person, engagement, sexual connections, and all these things around this question. And the point is, in these relationships, we have the most wonderful possibility to live with, but we also have the most dangerous situation, because we widen and open our personality, and we are open for disappointment, for pain, and now I'm losing this word, for losing something, so to be heard from somebody. And this is maybe the most important and most dangerous effect in our life, because when we are open ourselves for a relationship with another man or another person, we are wide open with our whole personality and our whole system. So we can live without social connections and social relationships. But the most important relationship is the relationship to another person. So why do I talking to you this and on this morning? Because what happened when you are in a toxic relationship? So this person yesterday told me that his partner is manner and acting in a very toxical way. So we can think about that this is a psychological question, a clinical psychological question, and we know it in the clinical, in the neuropsychological and psychological questions, we call it comorbidity. So comorbidität or comorbidity means that when you are in a toxic situation with another person and in a close relation to a person, as close as family, engagement or partnership, then it's possible that you become also sick, or that also the triangle of system, when from the duet, from the partnership, one man, one woman, or whatever, a man, a woman, a woman, or whatever, when you become kids, it's also possible that these kids get affected from strange behavior. So it's very important to think about it, because the question what I also want to ask you, because it's very important that you answer yourself or the people who are surrounding you. The question is, when is it necessary to leave a toxic situation, as I told you now? So I always telling the people and always give the advice that people should be and holding on relationships, because a relationship is an ongoing process, and of course it's not a funny journey. It's a journey what has challenges and speed in the river, and sometimes it's slow, and I think you have the most wonderful times with your partner, which you can share historical things when you have time and experiences together, and even when you have kids. But it's also very important to think about when it's important to distance yourself, because a comorbidity is a very dangerous thing. So the seventh question, as I told you, is a thing what is going in my life and is a subject what is going with me since my whole therapeutic life, because it's not a matter and it's not a question which client I'm talking with, if it's in a life coaching, a therapeutical setting, or a business coaching. When we get an agreement and a therapeutical setting and a trust in our communication, it's just a question of time when the seventh question is coming to the top. And then it's the relationship, and there is always room for improvement. There is always a point of construction, and this is the reason why I wanted to come to you today, with the seventh question. So I wish you a very, very nice weekend here in Berlin. It's the end of the summer. It's very, very warm, and I hope that you also have a very, very nice weekend from here to Sao Paulo to Hong Kong, and I hope that you have a very, very nice weekend. So stay tuned. You're Thomas Alexander Frank from Ask Dr. Frank, Tough 180 online coaching. And it would be great when you spread this video, when you know somebody who suffers sometimes a little bit with these subjects, and when you are the person who talked with somebody since the third or fourth time, send him this video, because it's normal that we are suffering in relationships, because it affects our life most or a lot of time, and it brings a lot of wonderful spirit in our life, but it can also become very challenging. So stay tuned. Dr. Frank, hope to see you again soon.